Hello, welcome back to Linnets TV with me, Sam Phillips. Now I'm joined by Runcorn Linnets chairman Peter Cartledge. Peter, thanks for joining us.
Hi Sam, no problem.
We've just heard from the brand new Runcorn Linnets first team manager, Billy Paynter. How do you feel about the appointment of Billy?
I feel very happy. Billy has been absolutely brilliant all of last season. Got us into the playoff final with the lads in the end. Took on a job at a really difficult time in the season where we were, in the mix for the playoffs and sort of pushing on from that perspective. But, to take that on, galvanise the team and get the lads going for that final push was he's done a great job. So, this is an absolute no-brainer. We've always experienced, from a playing perspective, what he brings to the group and what he's brought to the club. I think it's just a no-brainer. It was an absolute no-brainer for me. So I'm just absolutely made up that he wants to take the job on, and he's going to be here with us now for a couple of years, which is great, and it's exactly what we need to get that consistency going, to hopefully keep some of the lads here, those who want to stay or he wants to keep, and build that core group to look to kick on next season and get us promoted.
Yeah, now, sort of away from the management side, a success for a club like Runcorn on and off the pitch this season. Can you sort of just sum up the season from a chairman's perspective?
Yeah, I mean, we started off well. We had a bit of a tough run, didn't we, before Christmas? I think it was tough for everybody. It was really strange how the same group of lads managed to lose, what was it, 7 games on the run. It was a challenging time, and with all the weather and everything else. But I think the finals, getting to the semi-final of the Cheshire Senior Cup, getting to the final of the Liverpool Senior Cup, first time we've been in there, and then of course to get to the playoff final again. I think, and that night at Leek before that, I think was, it was great. I'm not gonna lie. I was absolutely devastated on last Saturday at Workington. It is really tough. There's no one, who wants promotion more than me at this club, and I think that 2 finals in 2 years now. Hopefully next year we'll be either looking to win the league outright, or at least, 3rd time lucky, hopefully. Warrington have just been 3rd time lucky, so hopefully we can follow that same trend. But yeah, it's been positive, sort of off the pitch. So all the work that the guys have been doing, the board, and what we've done commercially, and the fundraising, and having more events here, and bringing the community in, and all the stuff that's been going on, and the relationship that we've built with all the supporters and the community, I think has been brilliant. And I'm really proud. I'm really, really proud of that. I just really want us to go up next season. I think it was really tough. I think it was tough being so far away from home, and I think the lads, deserve it. You saw, everyone who was at Workington saw how gutted that group of lads were. A couple of noticeable ones. How gutted Brookie was, gutted Shorty was. Those lads that have, all of the lads who've worked so hard this season, but now have been through two playoff final defeats. I think it's really tough. I watched Callum do an interview yesterday after the game, and he was so honest, but I felt his pain. He said, he was talking about the playoff final last season and the one that that Chester got beaten yesterday, and I felt exactly the same as him. I was devastated at Workington, but we've got to pick ourselves back up and get back on it. And this appointing Billy and getting him sort of signed up for a good while now is going to really show a statement of intent, I think, for everyone connected to the club and to the other clubs at our level as well.
Yeah, no, we spoke to Billy just before about the supporters this season and the supporters going into next season. Obviously, the early bird season tickets go on sale early next week. Have you got anything from the fans, from your perspective, that to try and get that sort of 1,000 every week that we want to look at?
Yeah. I mean, 1,000 every week has always been a sort of key aspiration of mine. I mean, look, the support that we've got at this club, you know, is nothing short of incredible for a football club at step 8 in the football pyramid. It really is. And you know, the core 200 that we take away, you know, a couple of noticeable sort of away followings this season was, you know, 1,500 at the Senior Cup final, you know, almost 400 at Workington. You know, I don't think they've seen an away crowd like that for, you know, for however long. And, you know, it's just unbelievable. The leak again, and, you know, all of these things that our supporters just buy into. And you know, Karen, who's put the coaches on and everything for the away travel, you know, she has to take a lot of credit for this, because, you know, it's a tough job to do, and it's a tough job to sort of arrange those coaches and get people involved. But something I'd say about the season tickets, let's get as many season tickets sold as we can, like as you say, the early bird ones. But you know, our supporters are just unbelievable, and I, you know, as a fan myself, you know, I sort of stood on the terraces a few years ago, and you know what I've seen, how I've seen this club develop and move on from a club where we were getting a sort of core 300, 350 to a core almost 700 every week and taking 200 away. It's nothing short of incredible, and people would love, they'd bite your hand off at our level to have support like we've got, and I never ever take it for granted. And I just want to thank everybody really for what they've done this last season, what they've done the season before, and you know, to get here. Hopefully we can get a few more people in who've came this season, maybe got the bug and like it here, and you know, let's all get here and get behind Billy and the lads and give them a really good vocal backing this season. Hopefully get us promoted, because there's nothing that anyone here wants more than that, I think. And you know, twice bitten now, and it's a really tough pill to swallow, that one.
Perfect. Well, Peter, thanks for joining us. We'll speak to you again in the season.
Nice one, Sam. Top man.